While brands rely heavily on celebrity endorsements, sometimes some celebrities' images can become toxic and reflect badly on the companies that endorse them. Hi, I'm Stacey Taylor, and today I'm breaking down the top 10 celebrities that got dropped by brands after they got cancelled. At number 10, we have Whoopi Goldberg. Now, Whoopi is known for her comedic performances, however, every now and then she pushes it way too far and makes comments she just shouldn't have made. Back in 2004, Whoopi was quick to make some few wise cracks at the expense of George Bush during a Democratic fundraiser. Unfortunately, the puns didn't sit quite well with SlimFast, and the weight loss product manufacturer decided to drop Whoopi from their advertisements shortly after. In a statement, the company would say, "We at SlimFast trust the public and understand that the way in which Whoopi chose to express herself and her own personal beliefs at the recent fundraiser at Radio City Music Hall does not reflect the views and values of SlimFast." The company then went on to say they were extremely disappointed by the manner and the star chose to conduct herself, and that they would no longer be featuring her in ads on air. Whoopi's situation then would go on to highlight it's sometimes better to just leave politics to the politicians and keep your own beliefs to yourself. At number 9, we have Lil Wayne. Now, Lil Wayne learned the hard way that sometimes you have to be careful about what you rap about. Back in 2013, Lil Wayne's rhymes ended up getting him in a little bit of trouble when he stirred up some controversy with a distasteful lyric mentioning of civil rights martyr Emmett Till. The Money on My Mind rapper would then be dropped from a multi-million deal with Mountain Dew, and Mountain Dew's parent company PepsiCo would issue an official statement saying they did not plan any additional work with Lil Wayne moving forward. His offensive reference to the revered civil rights icon does not reflect the values of our brand. Lil Wayne would then come out with his own apology, which would highlight that he would refrain from making any more references about Emmett Till or the Till family in general. However, Lil Wayne's apology wouldn't fix the situation, and Mountain Dew would pull the plug officially on its relationship with the rapper. At number 8, we have Lance Armstrong. Lance was at the height of his career before he was caught cheating his way through 7 Tour de France titles. In October of 2012, an extensive report by the US Anti-Drug Doping Agency eventually found that the athlete was part of the most sophisticated, professionalized, and successful doping programs that the sport has ever seen. Now, at first, Lance did try to deny the allegations, however, the report proved it was impossible to dismiss, forcing Armstrong to stand down as his chairman of a cancer charity he founded, Livestrong. And later that month, Nike would sever all its connections with him, initially after saying they would stand by the cyclists. Due to the evidence, Nike would then come out to say in a statement that they were misled by the cyclists and that it was with great sadness that they have to terminate all their contracts with him. Now, Nike did, however, continue to support Livestrong only because Lance decided to step down from his position at the charity. Number 7, we have Tiger Woods. While Tiger may seem to have his hands full these days with multiple endorsement deals, back in 2009, many companies would drop the golf legend after he went public about his marriage infidelity. Tiger would lose deals with Gatorade, AT&T, and Gillette. A representative from Gatorade would come out to say that they were ending their relationship with the golfer as they no longer saw a role for Tiger in their marketing efforts. The spokeswoman then would continue to go on that they wished him the best. Now, initially, Nike and Electronic Arts would stick closely by Woods until he came forward with his public apology. At number 6, we have Kate Moss. 17 years ago, many weren't impressed with a newspaper that ran some photos of Kate and her then boyfriend displaying in some pretty outrageous behavior. The photos would cause some clothing companies such as Chanel, Burberry, H&M to drop Kate from their campaigns, and the London newspaper would begin questioning if Kate was a fit role model for teenage girls. Burberry would then later come out to say that they were deeply saddened by Kate's current circumstances and that they hope she could overcome her problems as soon as possible. Now, since the scandal, Kate seemingly cleaned up her act and has since been named the new creative director of Diet Coke. At number 5, we have Draya Michele. American media personality Draya Michele lost her endorsement deal with lingerie company Savage X Fenty after she decided to make a joke about women's violence after referencing a situation that occurred with rappers Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Now, the joke wouldn't sit well with others, and she would go on to say she was there for what happened. Almost immediately, comments started to call out Draya for being so insensitive towards the situation that occurred. Draya tried tried to make light of a situation, and the joke definitely didn't sit well with others, including Rihanna, who would then soon drop Draya from their endorsement. Now, Draya hopes one day she can get her endorsement back by the end of 2022, but I highly doubt that will ever happen. At number 4, we have Abby Lee Miller. Now, Abby Lee Miller has done some pretty outrageous things. The outspoken dance teacher in the hit show Dance Moms really made us question if we ever wanted to be dancers, or it made us pursue the idea of becoming one so we could one day train at her studio. However, Abby found herself in some pretty hot water when she was called out by a former dance mom, Adriana Smith. Now, Adriana has claimed that Abby made a number of racist remarks against her daughter, Cameron, while she trained with Abby at Abby's studio. The situation came to light when Abby posted to her Instagram with a post on Blackout Tuesday to support Black Lives Matter and its movement. As a result, Adriana came forward with the allegations, and Lifetime ultimately decided to cancel Abby's new series, Abby's Virtual Dance-Off. At number 3, we have Chrissy Teigen. So Target decided to pull all of Chrissy Teigen's cookware line off the shelf after the star received backlash for cyberbullying singer and reality TV actress Courtney Stodden. The popular retailer decided to ultimately that they would no longer be carrying her line of cookware and cooking accessories. Chrissy would issue an apology, but Target no longer wanted anything to do with Chrissy as it didn't support the past tweets the star made about Courtney. However, it wouldn't be the only deal Chrissy will lose out on, as just hours after news broke, Bloomingdale's was just hours away from signing a contract with the cookbook author, however pulled out due to the toxic press. At number 2, we have Lea Michele. When the star came under fire for making her former Glee co-star Samantha Ware feel like she was living in hell while the two worked together on the show, Samantha would come out to accuse Lea of making a number of traumatic microaggressions towards her on set. And at one point, it even made Samantha question what kind of career she would have in Hollywood. By the time Lea came out to apologize for the issue, it would be too late for the star as she would already lose her endorsement deal with HelloFresh, a meal kit company. On top of that, many other co-stars came forward with their own stories about how the actor acted on set with them. HelloFresh would then come out to say in a tweet that they do not condone racism or discrimination of any kind, and that they were extremely disappointed to learn about the recent claims made against Lea. They also stated that they took these allegations extremely seriously and that they were ending their partnership with Lea immediately. At number 1, to no surprise today, we have Kanye West. Due to Kanye West's outrageous anti-Semitism and WLM controversies, Kanye has officially lost his billionaire status. Forbes made it official Tuesday by saying that the star had lost his billionaire status in wake of Adidas ending their partnership with the rapper. Adidas then came out to say that they do not tolerate anti-Semitism and any sort of hate speech. The company then highlighted that Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, dangerous, and they violated the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. Just hours later, Gap and Foot Locker would remove Yeezy products from its stores, as both companies have stated that they do not support any type of racism, and Kanye's recent actions have been inexcusable. In addition, major talent agency CAA has dropped West as a client, and Studio MRC has said it will no longer air Kanye's completed documentary. Record label Def Jam has also said they will no longer be working with Kanye moving forward. Even luxury fashion house Balenciaga has closed its ties with West and have said that they no longer have a relationship nor plans for the future for projects with Kanye. And just like that, Kanye West has officially been cancelled. That's all for today, and I'll see you again in the next video.